Just in overnight, the Jefferson Parish coroner says another victim has passed away in the fatal attack in Terrytown.
It's just horrible. This means that a third child has died in this incident. This morning, Duke Carter is live at the home where the attack took place. And Duke, we don't know the identity of this latest victim.
No, good morning, ladies. We haven't learned the identity of the fourth child, but Jefferson Parish Coroner Jerry Satanovich has said that the victim has been declared brain dead. And before we go into any further, I kind of want to mention what we're seeing here at the memorial right now. So as we told you all, yeah, the memorial has been growing with stuffed animals and balloons, but we've noticed just maybe moments ago that the candles, they weren't lit yesterday, but now some of the candles have been lit. So we're presuming that this is all because or in response to what happened with the fourth victim that passed away in this Terrytown attack. Now, going back to the Jefferson Parish Coroner, Jerry Satanovich, in this case, he said the victim's name and age weren't immediately available because of an organ donation being in process. So here's what we do know at this time is that the victims who were in the hospital were Christina Riley's 12 and 14-year-old daughters. And at this time, we specifically do not know which of the children passed away. But this is all because, according to Jefferson Parish Sheriff Joseph Pinto, he mentioned that the man who confessed, 33-year-old Terrence Leonard, had used a hammer to hit each of the four children in the head while they slept, killing two of them and leaving the other two badly injured. Now, investigators claim he hid the two children who died that day in a closet so that Christina Riley wouldn't become suspicious when she returned home. Then, when she came home at around 2 a.m., Leonard fatally hit Christina Riley as well. Leonard returned to the apartment with his mother later that day. The mother then called 911 as Leonard pretended to discover the victims alongside her, according to authorities, and a recording of that phone call. Now, the Jefferson Parish Coroner, Jerry Satanovich, confirmed that his office had been notified of an additional death in the attack, but would need until today to confirm the victim's identity. Now, as we mentioned, Leonard was booked on 3 counts of first-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted murder, but one of those attempted murder counts is expected to now be upgraded to murder. That's the story for now. Reporting live, Duke Carter, Eyewitness News.
A terrible update to this story, Duke, and we should remind everyone there is still a 5th victim in the hospital. We will get an update on their condition as soon as we can. Thank you.
Very much. We're at 6:02 now, and we start this news program with an update, a terrible update on a horrible triple murder in a Terrytown home. That number has gone up.
Yeah, our partners at the New Orleans Advocate are reporting that a 4th child has died. One was a woman and 3 children are dead in this incident. Duke Carter is at the home where the attack took place. And Duke, this is just a terrible update. We still have a 5th victim in the hospital.
Still a 5th victim in the hospital, and we do know that the victims, as we previously reported, that the people who were in the hospital, the children who were in the hospital, were Christina Riley's daughter, the 14-year-old and the 12-year-old. The thing is, at this time, we just don't know which one unfortunately passed away in this situation. But what you're looking at right now is the memorial that has been growing since Thursday when they had the vigil here. You can see it's filled with stuffed animals, balloons, lights wrapped around a bicycle, and candles being lit. We want to show you all what we've seen maybe moments ago. There was a gentleman who stopped by. He specifically lit a St. Jude candle. He came here, knelt here at the memorial, said a quick prayer, made a sign of the cross, and then left quickly. We spoke with him briefly, and he says that this is a horrible situation. He recently buried a child a year ago, so he knows the pain, especially what the family is going through at this time. And he just hopes that the family can somehow recover. We want to show you all this other video. According to Jefferson Parish Sheriff Joseph Pinto, he mentioned that the man who confessed to this was 33-year-old Terrence Leonard. Now, they say that investigators say that he used a hammer to hit each of the 4 children in the head while they slept, killing 2 of them and leaving the other 2 badly injured. Now, investigators claim he hid the 2 children who died that day in a closet so that Christina Riley wouldn't become suspicious when she returned home. Then when she did get home at around 2 a.m., Leonard fatally hit Christina Riley as well. Well, Leonard returned to the apartment with his unsuspecting mother later that day. The mom, Leonard's mom, called 911 as Leonard pretended to discover the victims alongside her, according to investigators and a recording of the call. Now, Mr. Satanovich, the Jefferson Parish coroner, Mr. Jerry Satanovich, confirmed that his office had been notified of the additional death, but would need until later today to confirm the victim's identity. Now, we mentioned Leonard was booked on 3 counts of first-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted murder, but one of those attempted murder charges, that one is now expected to be upgraded to murder. And that's the story for now. Reporting live, Duke Carter, Eyewitness News.
All right, Duke, thank you.
All right,
We have an update on that brutal hammer attack in Terrytown last week that initially left 1 woman and 2 children dead and 2 other children critically injured. One of those injured kids, a 14-year-old girl beaten in the attack, has been declared brain dead. Duke Carter has been following this story for us and joins us live in Terrytown with more details on these developments. And this tragedy only gets to seem worse every day, Duke.
It really does, and that's the sad part. You're hoping that something better would happen with it, but unfortunately, we're just learning more bad news for this family. And yeah, as you just mentioned, yeah, we learned from the Jefferson Parish coroner, Jerry Satanovich, that this latest victim, 14-year-old Nashawn Riley, according to the grandfather, is unfortunately brain dead. And the coroner says the victim is on life support as family members get ready to say goodbye to their loved one. And while they're getting ready to say their goodbye, people out here are just trying to show their support to the family as best as they can. We've seen this memorial grow for quite some time since Thursday when the vigil was held here in front of the home where the attack happened. And as you can see, there's just stuffed animals, flowers, balloons, candles. And so a lot of people are just hoping that eventually, one day, the family can move forward. Now, according to Emmett Rose, the latest victim is his granddaughter, Nashawn Riley, who told us over the phone earlier this morning that his granddaughter died. Now, as mentioned earlier, Jefferson Parish coroner Jerry Satanovich says she is brain dead and is on life support, and that happens to give loved ones a chance to say their final goodbye. Now, around 6 this morning, a person who stays in the same neighborhood as the family where the attack happened lit a St. Jude candle and said a prayer for the family. We spoke with him briefly, and he said it's just a sad situation and hope the family can find the strength to move forward. Now, Jefferson Parish Sheriff deputies say 33-year-old Terrence Leonard confessed to the attack, and investigators say he used a hammer to hit all 4 children in the head while they slept, killing 2 and leaving 2 others badly injured. They claim he hid the 2 children who died that day in a closet so that Christina Riley would not become suspicious. And when she came home after work around 2, Leonard fatally hit her. So Leonard has been booked with 3 counts of first-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder. One of those attempted murder counts is now expected to be upgraded to murder. Now, just to recap, again, Nashawn Riley is the latest victim. Her 3 other family members died at the house. That includes a 10-year-old Aiden, her mom, Christina, and Christina's niece, Dariana. Christina Riley's 12-year-old daughter remains at the hospital currently, and we're hoping to get an update on her status later on. But this is the scene here in front of the home. Again, a lot of people just showing support. Memorial filled with stuffed animals, flowers, balloons, just hoping that the family can eventually move forward. That's the story for now. Reporting live here in Terrytown, Duke Carter, Eyewitness News.
All right, Duke, such a terrible story. Thank you very much.